Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. I am Razim and this is Fists of Furry Dungeons and Dragons.
Greetings one and all, those of you over at ZGF and those of you watching from the Drowned Lynch Tavern. I am the Dungeon Mistress this evening. I am the lovely Rika, and I hope you're having a wonderful night. Today, it has been quite a while since we've been able to get together for this. Real life being what it is and having two adult things happen. But I am glad that we are back doing this. Just to make sure that everybody is spreading the love equally, I'm going to go ahead and throw the Kagar link in both Random Encounters, and ZGF Gaming. Make sure, if you are in the tavern, go share some love with Zim.
And if you're in my channel, go share love over there.
Aw. Mwah. All right. Last time, this was quite a while ago, 3 weeks to be exact, but the party basically went full-on FBI SWAT team, spec ops on some poor Medusa. She was just trying to claim some new territory from these dwarves that had lived there for a couple hundred generations, and doing so pissed off the locals. And then the party comes in, like the band of murder hobos they are, and kind of did what they do best. Well, which is really a bunch of tomfoolery and shenanigans, if you understand those words. Glued her to her horse and then killed her with bees. That's kind of how it went down. Not gonna lie, I wasn't okay with it at first, but then I really thought about it, and I'm like, no, this is precisely how this party goes. This is what they do and how they do it. So I couldn't be too mad at it.
We just lost Blue.
Yeah, Blue is missing. We are waiting for him to come back. While doing so, I would like to inform the viewers that we do have a new party member who is immediately experiencing technical difficulty, as is tradition.
You're friends with Moro? Oh, wait, no, that's mine.
Nah.
I was like, you're friends with Moro? And then I realized, because I looked at your stream right when the Steam thing popped up. Could you exit Steam for me, please?
Sure. Let me... there you go.
I'm like, wow, I didn't realize you knew him, but then it's like, oh wait, that's my friends list. Anyways.
Yes.
My computer decided I had enough of your stuff. Bye.
Well, we're glad you're back. I was just doing an impromptu hello from you to the viewers.
Yep.
The Blue Dude is the newest member of the party. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, Ira Blue Dude. I'm the wise one here, apparently. So yeah.
Why is that?
So yeah, there you go.
Traditionally, wise ones are female.
Oh, excuse me.
Sorry, not traditionally,
Well, how do you know?
strictly.
I'm sorry. Are you assuming their gender?
No.
Well, no, it is specifically
I
five.
am 100%
No
See?
man Anti-Rudian once, no woman more than twice.
I'm
So
100%
triggered.
cis male.
And it takes 2 entries to become a wise one, so, I mean,
There
only
you
women
go.
can do it.
Well, technically that would be 3, wouldn't it?
Hey, I'll wear any outfit they give me, okay, if I have to be the wise one dressed like...
You know what? I expect.
Don't tempt me.
All right, so here's the thing. A couple of the players could, unfortunately, not join us as often as we had liked, so we did have to kind of shuffle things around. Blue Dude is the new healer of the group, and interesting enough, his character Azeroth is actually a fart squirrel. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep calling you that.
The healing winds guide you.
The healing winds guide you.
Did you call him a
I'm
fart
having
squirrel?
nightmares
Is that
right
what-
now.
is
Zim
that what
knows
you
what I'm
called it?
thinking of.
Yes, I called him a fart squirrel.
Keep
That's what you
forever.
call skunks? You call them
Yes.
fart squirrels? That's
Yes.
great.
Yeah,
my
skunks are
goodness.
fart squirrels.
I'd rather be called a fart badger, and even then,
You know what? That's even better. You're a fart badger. Kato, don't worry about it. You're a water pupper, so you're good.
moving on up in the world. Squirrels suck.
Well, if you ask him nicely. Anyway, moving on. After the fight with the Medusa, that was the end of that particular book. We have moved on to the new one, which is the 5th book in the Elemental Evil series. We are delving into Flames of Kythorn. Now,
Ooh, yay.
yes, we are getting into a whole new set of adventures. I do hope you guys are ready because I was really kind of mad that I didn't get to play last week because I really wanted to, but real life happened.
We all
and-
were.
Yeah. But that just means
I was
that we gotta
supposed to
make
learn
up for it
so
today.
much.
Oh, trust me, you'll learn something. Don't know if it's gonna be a good thing or not, but you'll learn something.
Let's see if you can keep that wisdom score.
Yeah, there you go. Just hanging out with a party, his wisdom slowly drains over time. Once every 4 days, you lose a point in wisdom. However, you gain one in Constitution for having to deal with their bull. All right, so here's the way it's going. You guys had returned to Mulemaster after, on the backs of griffins, no less, after saving the Ludwakazar elves from
Dwarves.
I said elves, didn't I?
Yes.
You totally did.
Someone has an elf obsession, huh?
Well, good stream, everybody. Let's go ahead and.
Yeah, Blizzard has an elf obsession. You know how many elves they have? Jesus.
And we have Major Ethereal Influence redeemed by Nestle.
Yes.
Oh
we do.
dear.
Nestle or Nest?
Technically Nestle are, but
Oh, okay. That's the bot doing its thing. Okay.
oh yeah, we're fighting a boss in the in my stream chat. Apparently, unfortunately, Cupcake did not survive the boss fight.
Okay. Nestle said last initial. So yeah, Nestle R.
Gotcha.
Niesel. I don't know.
And we were taking on a Knoll too.
Oh well, there you go.
Fuck.
Ironic. You know, there's technically a Knoll in your party, right?
I know.
Yeah, not a knoll.
The Knoll killed the Knoll.
There can be only one. All right. Anyway, they made it back to Mulemaster, safe and sound, and we are going to be continuing there. I'm going to do a short little time skip. It has been a matter. Well, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and make it 3 weeks since you returned back to Mulemaster. News of your exploits, both enamor and terrify the locals, because of how you've managed to, let's say, fix some of these problems. Some people are incredibly happy that you've been able to do these things. Others are not so happy because it's brought undue attention to Mulemaster. Through these different stories and misadventures, you have become kind of, I would say, pseudo-celebrities in Mulemaster. And
Could have
people
sworn
started
you
to,
said screw these adventures. I was like, wait, what?
that's called wishful thinking, Nim. But considering where you're going to be heading next, it's absolutely fitting. Anyway, unfortunately, a couple of the party have had to head off on their own adventures. Yes, this is how I'm doing this. The healer has the original healer, Kiero, has headed off to a different sanctuary, let's say, to hone his healing skills. Elysian had heard stories of untold riches to be had elsewhere, and upon his departure, him and Kiero left a rather large hole to fill in the party. As such, a new member has found their way to the party, hearing of their exploits from his home within Mulemaster. How would you like to approach the group, Azeroth?
That might depend on where the group is.
Well, right now it's just a one of the large inns inside Mulemaster.
Large.
It is about midday. People are coming and going. Some of them stopping by the table to say hi, thank the party for some of the things that they've done. A couple of them offer angry epithets because they really didn't like the fact that some of their kin had been saved by animals. This is
Oh.
y'all's chance to role play.
I'd like to take an opportunity to point out the link I just shared in both chats because it is hilarious.
You guys got a problem with your kin being saved?
I love
That's
it.
just petty.
Cuppy,
What?
we gonna have words after this.
What'd I do?
I saw what you did in the tavern. I'm not
When?
slacking. I had to prepare. I saw that,
waited.
Missy.
I waited until we were already streaming.
I saw that, Missy.
Yeah, well, maybe you should be more on top of it.
Nope.
Nim is just gonna be. Nim's gonna go ask for food. He wants more food.
Of course he does. Why don't you just go out and, try to cook some of your weird meat that you carry around with you?
Please tell me you didn't recover meat from the nightmare.
I don't.
I
I
need it.
plead the fifth on the basis of self-incrimination.
God dang it.
Am I really sure I want to meet you guys?
Well, it's either that or you just kind of tag along behind the party without them knowing you're there, which is always absolutely doable.
Doable, but unfortunately, I'm not the sneakiest of.
I think it would be funny for them to have kind of a stealthy fanboy following them around, healing them from a distance.
Not a fanboy. A curious onlooker. Like, wow, these kind of idiots. Really
Somebody really needs to keep them alive. You've heard this. You've heard the stories and you were curious, so you tag along and find out that this party is actually rather inept. They're just really good at living up to the hype once they start talking.
Obviously, the gods of luck are with them. I won't question it.
The gods?
Naturally.
The gods can go suck a
Well.
turd.
Most of us have the luck.
And then there's Tato.
And then there's me. I'm
The-
cursed with a weird chef ghost.
Does he actually?
You are double cursed. You've got the French baker, and then you've also got the gods cursing you because of your bad rolls.
Good grief.
Technically
Also-
not a curse. Yep,
Also,
go ahead,
the
Zell.
open insults that I direct at gods, except for Rika.
You're good. Yeah,
Rika
you
is
better
a
not.
brain parasite.
You better not.
Gods, I heard you.
In just said Azeroth already fears the group. Good luck.
Well, I mean, fear is a healthy thing in certain situations.
Oh, I'm sorry. Fears for the group.
Oh no, that's different. No, that's justified.
Yeah, that's 100% justified. All right. So, among the commotion, you begin hearing rumors that one of the local Zors in Mulmister, namely Zor Faltine Goss, is hosting a party for his wife's birthday. It's said that he's been inviting other nobles from around the realm, and that it's actually going to be held at the local dance hall in Mulmister, known as the Wave and Wink. That is normally a
boy.
place. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is a place in Mulmister that's usually frequented by those with a small sum of disposable income and wealthy folk in search of rowdy times.
So, we should go there as security, maybe?
How you actually get into the party is your decision. If you speak to the right people, it's possible you could get an invite so you don't have to sneak your way in. You could offer your services as security, or you could just party crash. It's really your decision.
Or not even go to the party. Go do something
Yeah,
else.
I was gonna say, why do we even want to go to this party?
I don't know,
care
the
about
venue's
this
quite a
stuff.
pleasurable place to visit. I might just sneak in there for some evening entertainment.
I don't even want to be in Monmouthster. I don't like it here.
One of
It's a
the
great city. I'm not sure what your problem with it is. It's got lots of opportunity all over the place. I mean, you literally just have to walk down the street and find a job.
to be heard as steel crap.
Legitimate employment with the Top Gear Association. I want you to know.
Potato's eyes is like.
Did anybody else hear
the
the
back
air
of his
quotes?
Like at this point, Potato's just his eyes are just rolling up, 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 up. You can't even see his pupils anymore.
No,
Wait, this place is boring me.
basically, when one of the Zors or Zoras throw a party of this magnitude in Molemaster, it's usually because there is something very important going on. In this case, it is his wife's birthday. And as such, this is the opportunity for a lot of those in Molemaster who are up and coming, and even those of Molemaster's wealthy and elite, to rub elbows, hobnob as you would.
Hobnob. Such a fancy word.
I would
Oh,
like to
yes.
go to the gift shop.
I want to go with him.
The chat is demanding it.
Anybody else want to
true.
go to the gift shop?
I can't see.
I want to
the chat,
go
so I
get
don't
my
know.
stuff sharpened, and refill my quiver.
All right, so we'll go in order here. Let's see. Maybe the Cuppy, you're just enabling.
I'm sorry. Should I actually be myself in chat or should I be Shenzi?
Well, you're a little of both, and I'm okay with that. Anyway, since Cuppy and Cuppy's brother are both enabling this,
So's N. Give him some credit.
yeah, N started this. I'll go ahead and why not? I'm feeling charitable, and it has been 3 weeks. Why the hell not?
I've told you where Zale's heading off to. He will not be with the group.
All right, and Tato has wandered off to take care of his weaponry and visit not only a blacksmith but also a Fletcher. Oddly enough,
Actually,
People are remembering to buy arrows for once. What is this?
isn't this the town where he had that lovely hookup?
yes, this is where he met the elderly Minotaur woman.
I was late to the adventure, and then my character woke up naked in her house. And I don't know what happened.
Wasn't he tied to the bed? For some reason, I think he
Yes.
was tied to the bed.
Yes.
Of course he was tied to the bed. It's Tato.
What is that supposed to be?
So now once you're back at Molemaster, he needs to go sharpen his sword and buy more arrows.
Why are you saying it like that? I'm not even into BDSM. Tato, no!
Tato, yes!
No!
Oh, Tato. We hardly knew you.
You know what? If I see this Minotaur lady again, I'm gonna get her in our party, because Minotaurs, even if they're old, they're strong.
Is that why you
So
want to?
that's why you like her.
Oh yeah. Not into BDSM, yet he likes it rough.
Oh,
Stay
God.
out of my head, Rika.
But it's so comfy in here.
Yeah, there's plenty of space, right?
Do I need to remind you that she's the smartest member of our party?
Is she really? Do you
I-
really have
I-
the most?
I have a
Who's that?
different reason for it, but this is a PG-13 stream. Anyway, those giggles though. All right, so Azeroth. Now that you know where the rest of the party is going to be headed, Nim and Shinzi are going to be heading to and I can't believe I'm saying this, heading to the gift shop. Tato is heading out to procure a blacksmith to sharpen his sword and a fletcher for some more arrows.
I'm not just sharpening my sword. I'm sharpening everything I can sharpen.
Oh, damn.
So what he's saying is he's also going for a mani-pedi.
Yeah, that too. You know, it's like, you know what? How much for a spa date? How much to go to a spa? Is there even a spa in Mole Master?
You know what? For you, I will make sure that you get yourself a mud mask, okay?
Oh god.
I don't like that's ominous.
Please,
What?
please let the Minotaur show up.
Oh god.
What's gonna be great is if we get into a fight while Tato's got a mud mask on and some like nail polish being put on his claws.
You know, Tato's
in
gonna
his
look up,
dreads.
you know, from the mud bath at this fight, and he's just gonna be like, nope,
Nope,
get
not,
back down in the mud.
not my circus. Not my circus, not my monkeys, just lowers into mud and bubbles.
So if you're going to a spa day, you're gonna take paint chips, right?
Aw.
What
You
the-
gotta treat the mascot.
She's
All
not
right,
wrong.
fine.
I mean, we're
Hey,
not
I'll take
exactly
our,
paying him, so we've got to give him something.
I'll
Besides
take
the
our
occasional bit of
Sanboa.
eye training, which is wrong now that I say it.
Alright, so pretty much everybody in the party has somewhere that they want to go. Zale has vanished, without a trace, being that he is the sneaky sneak that he is. Azeroth, where would you like to go here in Mulmister?
I believe someone as such as me would probably be near the blacksmithy. Yeah. Well, so I'd probably meet up with, or at least meet up with Mr. who wants to do, well, okay, wait, are you really going to sharpen your weapons before you sharpen yourself, or?
Has he actually met the party yet?
He
No.
has not.
Okay.
He's just heard rumors
I've
of
heard
how
rumors.
awesome we are.
Yes,
And he's been stalking.
I'm curious.
Not so much stalking, but definitely looking for the party so that he can at least, meet them.
Are curious.
Your reasons for wanting to are your own, whether it's to, see if they really are how the stories tell, or if you want to expose them as the frauds you think they are. That's completely up to you.
I'd rather check to see if the stories are as true as I've heard.
All right. Then, you can head over to the blacksmith. Tato, since you went ahead and put in the chat first that you were going to go get your stuff sharpened, I'm going to have you head over to the blacksmith first.
Yeah.
As you approach the blacksmith, you can hear the clanging of hammer on anvil. The smell of burning coal is in the air, and you can hear the of the bellows as they force air into the forge fires. As you approach, you notice a rather gruff-looking dwarf hammering away at a broadsword.
It smells great in here.
Oh, hey, what's all this thing? What was that? And he kind of cleans out his ear with a dirty pinky as he stares you down.
All right, Tato lays his weapons out on the table. This new nifty spear he got, his and his silvered longsword.
What's all this then?
I just want to get these sharpened.
Oh, sharpening! Oh, yeah.
Sharpened, maybe a little cleaned up too. Got some blood on the blade.
Oh, you're one of them, you're
Then what?
saving people around here, aren't you?
You cut off.
God damn it. He asked if you're one of those creatures that the people have been talking about that have been saving folks all over Mulmister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, how humble is the hero when confronted with the common people.
Indeed.
I just figure simple words, man.
Simple words for simple folks.
Simple word, simple honesty. Yes.
Simple words for a simple person.
Oh, I'm simple.
At
Well,
least
you
you're
all-
honest.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. All right, so you hand
There's a
over
difference
the-
between honesty and not really realizing that he's not quite bright enough.
Yeah. He can't think of a lie, so he has to be honest. At least not a good one.
Why would I lie about this, though?
I don't know. Fame. Glory. Discounts. I don't know. He does take the weaponry from you. And sets it behind the counter. He says that he can have it done in a couple hours. It will cost 5 gold to clean everything up and sharpen it.
That's fine.
It might take a little bit longer, considering that a couple of the items, namely your sword, which is made of silver, and the spear, which is magic in origin, require a little more finesse to sharpen.
That's fine. I trust in your ability to do it.
Well, I'm right honored that you do so, sir. Well, I'll have this done just as soon as I can. I got a couple together, and I'll get right on it.
Dano just responds with a silent thumbs up, walks out of the building.
All right. Azeroth, this is your cue. Tato has just walked out of the blacksmith. You catch him out of the corner of your eye as you're scanning the marketplace.
Okie dokie. Haha. Instead of directly contacting him, I'll go inside to the blacksmith and inquire about the person who inquire about the weapons the person dropped off.
As you enter, the dwarf once again stops waiting. Oh, quite a few intrusions today. Can't say I get much business, though. What can I help you for?
Hello. I was curious about something. The person who was just here a moment ago, what were the weapons that he dropped off?
Now, why might you be asking that, sir?
Well, I heard tales of them being the heroes that helped out, well, earlier. And I'm quite curious.
Well, you're right in thinking that he's one of them there people. And honestly, some of the stuff that he brought in is a little bit beyond my ability to craft. One of them was a rather nice-looking sword. Judging by the temper and the smell of the blade, I'd say it's silver of some sort. It's that spear what has me a little bamboozled.
Oh.
Aye.
Curious. Could I at least view them? I don't need to touch them or anything. Just simply look at them.
Well, so long as you keep your paws to yourself, I suppose I'll show you.
Yeah, you'll see Hadger putting his hands behind his back just to prove a point.
He lifts up the sword. The blade is kind of splattered with blood from different types of creatures, but it shines. In between the bloodstains, it does shine in the firelight, even in the daylight. So it is obviously of slightly rarer metal.
The pommel is also has like the shape of a seal.
There you go.
It's one of his grandma's old swords. It's like a hand-me-down.
The spear, when he brings that up, it looks like a regular spear. However, it does seem to be of impeccable make, and at the base of the actual spear shaft is a gemstone that appears to glow faintly.
Huh. Well, you can tell I just give an impressed look, as it does look like something indeed someone of the caliber of the stories he's heard would be wielding. And I thank the guy. Thank you very much. I was just curious, is all. You don't get
You're most welcome. No, that's very true. So far, these are the only back from.
Okay, you keep breaking out really bad.
Oh.
Well, that's broke.
Well, yes, you keep breaking out.
I said that because my DS got thrown off my desk just now.
If your DS got thrown off the desk, it is perfectly fine.
Hey, you don't take it out on your DS.
It is made of 100% Nintendium, so. You guys have never heard that before?
I have.
Is it the rare metal that never breaks for some odd reason? Can survive all the hits? Yes. It was the GameCube, I think, that started that out.
Yeah.
It was the original Game Boy. It was a rather nasty pain plane crash. Can I talk today?
Oh, wait, what's the game?
It actually wasn't a plane crash. A soldier actually had it with him in his backpack on mission in the Middle East. The mess tent that he was eating in, came under fire from heavy mortars. The entire tent was blown apart, and he had to leave his backpack in the escape. But when he got back and picked up his backpack, the backpack was destroyed. But inside, the Game Boy, which was torched and slightly melted, still worked and still played Tetris. So from
I don't know if I believe that, but I really hope it's true.
I've seen the display of the Game Boy with it still playing Tetris. It is actually in a military museum.
Wow.
So
that
yeah,
game survived like seen that whole like episode of, well, I don't want to go off on a tangent. But
exactly.
They have done stuff to the game with Nintendo consoles, and they.
So yeah, Nintendo has their own rare earth plastic called Nintendium. And it's the original God particle. Nintendium is God particle.
Anyways, after all that, I leave from there, and I go and try to follow him or catch up with him. He hasn't gone too far.
Kiddo's on his way to the Fletchers now, as he only has 2 arrows in his quiver.
All right. As Tato hurries through the marketplace, you also enter the marketplace. Azeroth, go ahead, give me a perception roll.
Do you want me to roll insight to tell that I'm being followed?
We'll find out here in a minute.
Okay.
Let it go. Yeah.
You've lost sight of him.
Damn it.
You spent too much time talking to.
Well, it's not my fault. I am also a weapons man.
Oh, there you go. So you're basically stuck just wandering the streets, wondering where this harp seal has gone.
To be fair, he's not that hard to spot.
Well, no, but you've had a little bit of time to actually walk and take a couple turns before he left the blacksmith's.
Should I try to use my nose?
What you can do, go ahead, use Streetwise.
Do you even know what I smell like?
He's a squirrel. I'm surprised he can smell other things.
Skunk.
Hey,
Actually,
Fart badger.
all of
Fart
those
badger.
stats came from. I went to Wikipedia and every animal that I make a character for, a race for, I go to Wikipedia and look up their stats, and skunks have a really strong sense of smell.
yeah.
But does a strong sense of smell work if they don't know what they're smelling?
No, but
He's got a point.
Yeah. Darn it. How do I roll streets? Sorry.
Same way you roll perception.
So perception again.
There should be a Streetwise in skill.
There isn't.
There's
There's not?
No.
no.
well,
God. I'm trying to remember what it would be then.
It would probably be more of a survival for tracking.
I guess we'll go ahead with survival then.
survival roll. Go.
Much better. With quick words to some of the other people in the market, you get a vague sense of where Tato has gone, and you begin following that particular direction. You're not going to catch up to him immediately, but you are on the right track.
Yay. Okay. At least I know where to go.
All right, Tato,
Here.
you present. You have since entered the Fletchers, Inside, you see bows of different makes and designs. There's a crossbow or two hanging on the back wall. You do see different designs and types of arrows on display. All of them serve basically the same function. They're just designed differently than standard arrows. Behind the counter stands a rather gaunt-looking human gentleman. He gives you a slight nod as you enter his.
You broke out again, Rika.
Yeah, you broke out long. Like, I don't know if that's your internet connection, your mic, or maybe...
It shouldn't be my internet connection. I'm not showing any kind of drops on my end.
You're the only one that's breaking out.
Then let me check my
restart
my
Discord. Yeah, I was about to say. Discord derped on me once like that, and I just restarted it and everything.
There, how's that?
Well, we won't know until the minutes.
Okay.
Narrate.
Well, hopefully I've got it fixed now. I switched over from automatic input sensitivity to set input sensitivity, so that should help a little bit.
What's all?
Okay. Once again, let me redo the entry here. As you enter the Fletchers, there is a gaunt-looking human gentleman behind the counter. He gives you a slight nod as you enter.
Nice to see you, sir. I'm just here to buy 18 arrows. Need a quiver fill up.
He gives another slight nod and points to the different selection of arrows along one of the side walls.
I'm gonna browse over the different kind of arrows.
Well, the arrows, they're not going to give you any type of bonus as far as damage or accuracy or anything, but some of them are of rather interesting design. Some of them just have the standard flat arrowhead. Some of them have a tri-pointed arrowhead. Others have kind of like a strange pyramid shape to them. One of them appears to have what looks like sparrows on the end of the arrow. So it's kind of bird-shaped. The fletching on it is pure white feathers.
Oh, I like these.
This is a chicken, broccoli, mushroom risotto.
Oh Jesus, this looks amazing.
Are you gonna show it to class?
Do you have any whistle
They shall
arrows?
see it. Don't worry. They shall see it. I will make sure they see it. Ow! Pain, hurt, agony.
Try it.
Okay. Jesus.
You know how I am.
Yes, I know how you are.
Hot.
Ow! Yes, I'm aware. I done burnt myself once. Oh. Ooh, cheesy.
Cheesy.
Like my risotto
Mm-hmm. Very good.
with the cheese bread on the side.
Jesus.
It's not pizza, but it's close enough.
Close it up to pizza. And I will put the rice on it too.
Alright.
There you go.
Hi, everybody.
They said hello. All right. You're looking for whistle arrows, you said?
Yeah, signal arrows, also known as whistle arrows.
The shopkeeper nods, reaches back behind the counter, and brings up a small wooden crate. As he opens it, he brings out some rather elegant-looking arrows. The actual arrow shaft is a bit bigger than most arrows, and it has small holes bored into it. It doesn't necessarily have an arrowhead on it, but it does have kind of like a lead weight that does come to a point. The fletching on it appears to circle slightly, like the arrows are slightly offset to where when fired they actually spiral through the air. As he opens the box, he holds up one of the arrows and he makes a motion with his hands and sets the arrow back in the box.
I'm guessing when he made the motion with his hand, the arrow whistled a little.
No.
No.
No. I'm gonna need you to give an insight.
Okay. Nat 20.
Ooh.
You
Excellent.
didn't let the baker show though.
Oh, that's absolutely fine. This is actually kind of important that you know this.
Oh wow.
The Fletcher is mute. The Fletcher is unable to speak. You kind of figured this out in your one-sided conversation with him. When you entered, he just gave you a slight nod. When you asked about the arrows, he pointed to the wall. When you asked about the whistling arrows, all he did was grab a box from behind the desk and show them to you and make a motion with his hands. From this, you're able to determine that the motions he made with his hands was him telling you the price per arrow. Each of these whistle arrows are 10 silver apiece.
Cheaper than I thought they were going to be. I'll buy 2.
All right, so it's 20 silver for the whistle arrows. And what type of... are you just going to go with basic arrows for your bow? For
Yes.
ammo?
I'm just going to go with basic arrows for my ammo.
All right.
As beautiful as these are, I wouldn't use them in combat.
All right, fair enough. They do only come in bundles of 20, but a bundle of 20 arrows is only 2 gold.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
All right.
Anything left over, I'm just going to give to Turlix.
Well, you can carry more than 20 arrows at a time.
Yeah, I know, but my quiver's full at 20.
Well, it's only 2 extra. I'm pretty sure that you can fit them if you force them.
4 extra.
4 extra.
Stuff them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carry them in your pockets.
Arrows in my pockets.
You can even put them through your hat.
Oh, there you go. Except he doesn't wear a hat.
4 extra
Get some
arrows.
tape and wrap it around the haft of the bow.
All right.
First 4 bows.
Azeroth, go ahead and give me another survival roll.
Woohoo! Survival. Man,
It is at this point that you have found the Fletchers that Tato had entered. You enter about the time he is placing some coins on the counter and retrieving his new arrows.
Thank you. Have a nice... Oh, hello.
I'm like, hello. Huh. I'm curious about you guys, or at least were you one of the heroes that I forgot who killed? Oh, man.
That
One of the
did
heroes
the
of what
thing
now?
that I heard about.
Yes, the thing that I heard about.
Are you one of the guys that did the thing that I heard about?
Sure.
Let's just say yes. Let's just go with yes. I am one of them, yes.
Are you the ones that
Masters
helped
would like you
save the
back.
town? No. Not. Do I look like one? Anyway.
Yeah, from those crashing wave cultists.
Wave cult.
Mm-hmm. Some of the stories that have been circulating is that the party actually managed to undermine and disband the cults of the crashing wave there in Mulmister.
Oh, okay.
And there's even a rumor going about that they managed to actually find the drowned tower.
I was reading his synopsis.
It
Yes.
wasn't that hard to find. Tower.
Somebody's pupper just got punted. That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, that was mine. Anyways.
Okay.
Anyways, no, reading his synopsis.
In
But
about
okay,
10
yes,
minutes,
I'm
I need to
curious
go take
about.
care of my puppy.
I'm curious. Well, what exactly did you guys do? Is what I really would like to inquire.
What did we do?
Exactly.
We went in.
I
we
don't
kicked some butt.
remember.
Don't. How do you not remember your own exploits with your group?
Vale's not with me.
Well, see, some call it plausible deniability.
Well, I'm actually just curious because I've heard many of things, and I would at least like some clarification as to what.
Alright. We went in. We killed every single cultist we saw. Before the last room, there was some kind of summon undead trap. One of our friends decided to trigger this trap, but control the undead against a hydra that was inside. When
Teehee.
we met this hydra, we named all of its different heads. We said, Ned. No wait.
Ned, Ted, Fred, Chad, and
Ted,
Paint
Fred.
Chips.
Thank you.
You named them before killing them?
They
That's
have a
the-
habit of doing this.
It was funny to us at the time. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Interesting.
Hydra had to die. Here's how this Hydra even got there. The head priest or whatever of the crashing wave, when we killed him, his last spell before dying killed him off brutally, but he sacrificed himself to summon a humongous Hydra. That it would have been completely inhumane for us to leave alone.
Well, that sounds at least a little more plausible than what I've heard prior. Plausible, possible, probable, I guess.
We were down there to look for some kind of artifact.
Curious. Well, I guess would it be easy for me to ask the others that you were with about your exploits and adventures? Don't get me wrong, you've explained quite a bit, but
To be fair, I think I'm the only one you're gonna get straight answers from.
I don't know this yet.
That's what I'm telling you, though. That's
Oh.
what Kato's telling you. The rest,
Well, you can, but I'm not so sure you're going to be satisfied with the answers you get.
Am I
the rest
to
are
ass-
kind of either insane or really, really stupid.
Am I to assume they're the ones that have possibly made up these other stories I've heard then?
Nah, we haven't yet had time to make up stories
It's
about
been
it.
3 weeks, dude.
Um,
3 weeks is a pretty long time. Sorry.
no, I mean the characters haven't, not us.
No, it's been 3 weeks.
Yeah, the
It's been-
characters have been back in Mulbaster for
You've
about
left
3
your
weeks.
sword bloody in the in-room for 3 weeks before coming to have it
Pretty
cleaned.
much.
Oh.
Yes. Which is why I was a little stunned by that. But okay, each one of their own personal, hey, everyone, I'm a guy of war. This is nothing new to me. It's interesting. But, oh yeah, that was another question. Why did you leave your weapon bloody?
Well, you see, after all the shit they've been through, each
Was it-
party member needed therapy. Uh,
Hey, it could have been his own personal flavor. He likes his weapons covered in blood of his fallen foes. That would be nothing new.
Nah,
Not wrong.
I just kept putting it off. I'm quite a big procrastinator.
Huh, okay. No, not as interesting as I thought it would be, but oh well, understandable. I'm saying.
you should ask him how long it took him to drown a guy.
And what happened to the poor fellow at the end?
I got the gist of the story that I was okay with hearing for the most part. They fought a
Oh,
Hydra,
you heard about
aimed it,
that.
killed off his heads, and no, you were explaining the small part. I accepted the small parts as truth, as they weren't as fantastic a tale as I've heard of, crazy adventures off in another world and some twice the size of any known creature, giant mythical monster,
Well, don't
cultists.
get me wrong. I mean, most of those stories are true, if not just a little exaggerated.
I've seen
Kato
things,
the Harp
but-
Seal, Slayer of Enemies, Lair of Minotaur.
Yeah. let's just say I'll believe everything when I see more of it, if I can.
Oh boy.
That's up to you. So, seal and a skunk. I feel like we're about to walk into a bar, and this is gonna turn into a joke.
Only-
Is this some kind of joke?
Only if
Like
there are
the
other things
start.
about.
Oh.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Well, Oh, I don't really know that they're short a healer or anything, do I? No.
Well, you've heard that that Kiero and Elysian are off on their own adventures currently.
Okay, then yes. I have. Okay, then I have heard of rumors of your group disbanding to some degree. Is that true as well?
I wouldn't really say disbanding.
Why all these questions?
Temporary.
Curiosity from a fanboy. Hush.
Yes,
He's a
embrace it. Embrace the trope.
He's a fanboy. And
It's
takes-
curiosity.
Whatever.
And I just followed the person who had the bloodiest of weapons as a war healer. I'm just like, haha, that's cool. But yeah, okay. Yeah, your people, well, not disbanded per se, but I hear that there are openings.
Oh yeah, yeah. We need a healer.
Well,
Our cleric is off
I need a monk.
at some temple praying really, really hard for more spells. Is what I'm guessing.
For a
He had
microphone.
the biggest PTSD of us all. So I mean, all of those Shreks just.
Yeah, he was in the ogre.
oh,
And you always need therapy after an ogre.
God. Oh, interesting.
Need a healer.
Well, seeing as you need a healer, guess if you're unlucky, because I am one of those, happen to be a good healer. The type of healer that apparently a guy who carries around a bloodied weapon would need, a war healer. Isn't that wonderful?
That does sound wonderful.
Yeah, see? And I think you should, it'd be nice to have someone like me around who could actually, I don't know, take a hit and be able to give one back and be able to heal you on top of it.
That all sounds good, but how much are you charging?
I didn't know I was a... What? I'm selling myself, not selling myself.
I got that. I actually got that. That was clever. That was clever.
Wait. It went right over Kato's head. No. No, I mean, are you a mercenary? Sell sword. Sell cleric.
No. For now, think of it as adventurer, and your tales have caught my interests. So it'd be something for me more of along the lines of tagging along for some fun and adventure.
Woo! Free cleric!
Woo! Free
This
cleric.
was the best shopping day ever.
Wait, was the last one charging you?
Well, no, he was getting his fair share of the loot.
Hey, that's all I ask.
Oh, it's Zale that's charging us.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
Zale that's charging everybody.
It's only proper. You've got to get proper recompense for whatever you do. It's a economy. There's a reason for it.
Okay, yo, Jimbo.
It's called I Keep You Alive, and you'd be happy for it. But no, in the long run, sure. Hey, as long as you guys are okay with splitting the spoils of any battle, I'll be fine with.
Yeah, that's fine.
But you are charging us.
Hey, I'm not
That's a
charging
fair
anything.
charge.
Fair charge is me being able to participate and getting spoils from it. It's like taxing.
There you go.
Well, as the current party leader, I accept.
There's no one around. There is absolutely nobody around to dispute this right now.
That's the point.
Huh. Okay, then. You see me smile and nod. It'll be nice working with you guys. I'm curious to see where this will go.
Azeroth has joined the party. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do.
I chose the right person to follow.
I'm just
You're not
kidding.
wrong.
We don't really have a leader. So we should.
All right,
The-
so
Actually, you know what? No, I am the leader. The other two are really stupid. And one is just a bastard.
Meanwhile, across town, Nim and Shinzi, you feel your ears burning slightly.
What did Tato
Uh-oh.
do?
What did you do?
What did Tato do? All right. As you guys are headed for the gift shop, as you approach it, you see a large sign out front that proudly declares "Mole Master Tchotchkes" in bright, colorful letters.
Yay!
We'll have the two gnome workers. I mean, not two gnome, halfling workers.
The door itself is not a standard door. It's a door that you have not actually seen before in Mole Master. It is a rotating door.
Uh-oh.
As
Just
you
like our justice system.
Wow, Tato.
Not the same.
Anyway,
I thought we played D&D to get away from real life, Tato. Don't take me back to that place. Not yet.
Oh my god.
It's okay, Shenzi. The straitjackets are at the ready.
I miss
anyway,
my straight jacket.
we'll find a new one for you. I promise.
We'll find one at the gift shop.
I'll even make sure. I'll even make sure it's bedazzled for you.
Oh my god.
All right. So as you enter the gift shop, there's people milling about. There are different types of items just strewn about on the shelves. Different types of hand-carved figurines, scented candles, maps of Mole Mister, little toys of different designs, and of course there is a stand that has little stuffed representations of each of the members of the party.
Now, are these second edition or are these still first edition?
It has been about 3 weeks. These are still considered first edition. However,
Has it
they're
really only been 3 weeks since we bought the last plushies?
It's been 3 weeks since you got back and people started sharing news about your exploits.
I'd like to go up and buy the mysterious new skunk one that has joined the selection with the others.
Unfortunately, Azeroth has not quite gained the renown the rest of you guys have. Whether you want it to be,
Stop!
infamy.
Jesus Christ, kid. Sorry.
You'll know it's second edition though because it'll be me included.
Yeah, there you go. The new set will have slightly different poses, and there's going to be a skunk plushie along with them. Now, oddly enough, among the different plushies, the Elysian and Kiero plushies are not there, which seems kind of strange. It's possible they sold out, or it's possible that maybe they were never there to begin with. No.
No, they were definitely there. I've got like 5 of the Elysian ones.
Oh yeah, you bought them all is what happened.
Yep.
Why?
To chew on them.
Yeah, to chew on them because he wasn't allowed to chew on Elysian anymore. So he just chews on Elysian plushies until they're torn apart, and then he grabs a new one.
That's horrible.
So are there any other like figures of us, or is it just the plushies?
There's the plushies. There are some smaller tchotchkes that basically just look like reliefs of each of your heads that appear to be some kind of bauble that you could tie on the end of, like the end of a chain or around a bracelet, something like that.
Onto the pommel of your sword.
Yep, little dangles that go on the pommel of your sword.
Well, I would like to buy one of Zim and Zale, or I guess Nim and Zale.
All right. As you're looking through them, a small halfling girl has picked up one of the plushies and is looking at it. She didn't step on your foot.
No, my child is trying to bend my arm backwards.
Oh.
Literally? Wow.
Yes, literally.
Sorry.
As she picks up the plushie, you lean down towards the other tchotchkes to get a better look. She stops what she's doing and stares at you, her eyes growing wide as she drops the plushie.
Yeah,
Curiosity, which plushie was it?
I am curious as to which plushie.
Let me find out.
She
They
totally
do
just dropped his
exist.
ale on his head, didn't she?
It was actually the last Kiero plushie. She's holding a small red kangaroo plushie.
You said they weren't there.
Kangaroo.
Well, I'm changing my mind for purposes of story. I am God here. You let me do.
There aren't
I
any for you.
I turn my head almost unnaturally to look at her and smile my big creepy Shenzi smile.
Hey, it's not make it weird or anything.
This poor little girl, she kind of sees her reflection in your teeth. She takes a couple steps backwards and then runs off, leaving the Kiero plushie behind. Congratulations, you've just traumatized a child.
Just smiling.
Do I get an award for that?
A Kiero plushie.
The last Kiero plushie.
Hey, you managed to get the last one. Good job. That took some skill.
Well, I look kind of sad that she ran away, but I pick up the last Kiero plushie and the two other little trinkets that I wanted.
Okay. All right, and is that all you're going to be picking up?
Yep.
All right. As you go to the counter, you don't immediately see anybody behind it. Shortly, two slightly pointed hats pop up from the other side.
Greetings and welcome. Yes, welcome. How are you?
I feel
And
like
you
I just
broke
stepped into a
Tato.
labyrinth.
Keep going. Just keep going.
You see the little hats bob up and down with the speech, but you can't actually see who's speaking.
Okay then.
I look around confused. Hello?
Down here, Miss Shinzi. Yes, we're down here.
Oh, you know me.
Well, of course we do. Who do you think made the toys? Yes, it was us. We made the toys. Quite nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
I can't. I can't.
Completely broken.
It's just too perfect. Okay, go on.
I don't think she can see us, brother. Neither do I, brother. Quickly, atop my shoulders.
With that, you hear a slight
But are
grunt.
you seriously Yakko and Wacko?
No.
Because you kind of sound like it.
With a slight grunt, one of the hats moves across, and a
Killian.
gnomish face appears above the counter.
Oh, there you are. Hello.
I kind of jump for a second, and I smile, and I put the stuff down in front of the gnome.
Does
How
she look like the
much?
plushie, brother? Yes, she looks like the plushie. We did a great job, brother.
I'm gonna look
Like-
at them and lick my chops.
Used and intrigued at the same time because somebody knows me, and all Shenzi ever wanted was a friend.
She's got a best friend forever, damn it!
Hey, no
She's
swearing on
taken.
your own channel.
So Shenzi wants more friends.
Shinzi always strives for more friends. As you place the plushie and the two trinkets on the table, two hands reach from beneath the counter and kind of pat the top of the counter, trying to find the items.
Oh, let me help you, brother.
He slides the items towards the hands.
Well, thank you, brother.
and the items disappear below the counter. You can hear the crinkling of paper.
That will be for the stuffed animal as well as the trinkets. Yes, yes, yes. That would be 2 gold, 5 silver.
Okay. Now let me bring up my thing so I can get rid of my gold. Wow, that was actually really hard for me to say without implementing swear words.
Foido.
Foido.
Ah,
Yes, you-
flop. Ah, folk. Phoque.
Oh, no. It's
French word.
Foido, remember?
No.
It's
Or
Foido.
foiding if you want to use it in
Foiding.
more active tense.
Yes.
Fuego.
Hoiny, hoiny.
Yeah, but I get exclusive rights to saying folk because I'm a seal.
I feel that's slightly racist.
Yeah. No, it'd be only if he said orf every time.
No. Only I can say folk. If you say folk, it's racist.
What? FOLK, like animal folk? What?
No, PHOQUE.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's French for seal.
Oh. Okay.
As you're grabbing payment for the items, a small, well-packaged package appears back onto the table and is slid across to you.
I think I did a good job, brother. Indeed you did, brother.
Thank you very much, brother and brother.
Almost
I
in,
walk away.
almost in unison, you hear a
You're welcome.
All right, Zim, what are you doing?
Let's see. I need another Tato doll.
Okay, there is one.
I'll kind of point them out, and Kale will go grab them for me and hold them on my back. What do they have for big fluffy blankets?
They do have some quilts in the back. They do have the Mole Master City sigil on them. And they are in a myriad of colors, ranging from deep Kelly greens to lush maroons, and even a rather rare purple and blue design.
Ooh, those dyes are expensive.
Indeed.
I'll take that one.
I come with blue dyes.
Kale will probably be struggling to pull it off, but I'll help a little. Since
Go
Shenzi
ahead.
left me.
Actually, she said she strolled right back.
No, I
to you.
didn't.
Oh, well then
No,
I'll
she-
point it
she
out to
walked over to-
Shenzi.
I was about to have you do a sleight of hand so you don't topple the whole thing on top of yourself. Remember, no thumbs.
One problem with that. I don't have hands.
You would have to grab it with your teeth.
So it's sleight of
mouth?
teeth.
Sleight of mouth? that just sounds wrong. But yeah, he points out a purple and blue Mole Master quilt to you, Shenzi. You could hear her eyes go wide.
Yes,
Like
we can
the
share
sparkles were audible.
it. We can share it, yes. Then
Okay.
what do they have for cooking supplies?
This is just a tchotchke house. They don't have cooking supplies.
Oh, they don't have those collectible silver spoons.
They do not.
Well, this is a terrible gift
Seriously,
shop.
kid?
Wow.
Okay, I don't need a mouse anyway.
Yeah, computer screen, no.
Good boy.
What do they have for toys? I want toys.
They have small dolls in the shape of humans and elves and dwarves. They have small building blocks made of different types of wood, so they're naturally different colors. They have little hand games like the ball in a cup and stuff like that.
I'm looking for things that will squeak.
That has not quite been invented in this particular age.
Well, fuck you.
Hey,
No. Only I can say
that's
fuck.
racist.
You're being racist towards king seals.
There
That's
are
our word.
little child-sized instruments, like small horns, small lutes.
Anything that looks particularly pleasant to chew.
Well, there is a large rack of walking sticks.
Rika, I'll be right back. Gotta take care of the dog.
Okay.
Yes, I will take. I will take 2.
All right. So you've collected 2 of the walking sticks, the quilt, and
A Tato plush.
a Tato plush.
That's good enough for me.
All right. As you approach the counter, once again from behind it,
Welcome. Yes, welcome. Oh, it's you again. What can we help you with?
I want all of this.
Where did that voice come, brother? I'm not sure, brother.
You just said it was me again. How do you...
Shenzi's beside you.
yeah, Shinzi's standing beside you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, even better. Now we get to play their own game.
I said I want all of this.
She didn't sound like this last time, brother. I agree, brother. I wonder what's wrong. Are you well?
Yes, I am quite well, thank you.
She's not moving her lips, brother.
They're showing slight concern for Shinzi.
I can't see them. And I don't think
Well,
Shenzi can either.
Well, Shinzi can definitely hear them and can see their hats kind of bobbing around behind the counter.
I'm not even gonna. I'm just gonna stand here in silence. And well, I mean, not really silence. I'm giggling.
Are you gonna check me out here, or should I just take it?
Oh, trust me, we've done that before. However, do you need us to go ahead and take care of your items?
What? Wow.
Well, baby. Wow.
I think she likes you, brother. I think so too.
Hey, she's mine.
Who is saying that, brother?
With that, one of the gnomes hops up once again on the shoulders of the other.
Welcome, welcome once again. How can we help you? Oh, these items here. Yes, we will take care of that right away.
You see him kind of lick his thumb and forefinger and run them across his eyebrows.
I will eat you.
Is that a promise?
Yes.
Dot.
I would like to go up and put my front paws on the counter, you know, and lean as close to them as I can with my teeth, trying to nice and.
As you lean in, the gnome looks down at you, looks back at Shinzi.
I'm sorry, but we don't allow pets in here.
Excuse you?
Well, you seem to have brought a dog inside. They have a dog.
Excuse you? I
Excuse
thought you
me.
were the ones making the plushies.
Well, yes, and we believed that you had a team mascot, did you not?
I am not
Somewhere.
a mascot.
It speaks, brother!
I want to say, somewhere Zale is rolling with laughter. Just He's aware of it somehow.
The gnome's eyes go wide in surprise.
It speaks, brother! Wait, the dog speaks? Yes, the dog speaks!
Now, you asked me if I promised I would eat you, and you're
This is
looking
absolutely
really
fascinating.
tasty now.
This is absolutely fascinating, brother! You should see this! Yes, I should!
The gnome hops down, and with another slight grunt, the second gnome hops up. He looks mighty similar to the first one. However, he seems to have a small scar on his cheek.
You weren't lying!
Rizaroth, thank you for the 400 bits.
Yes, thank you
We do
very
appreciate
much.
it. We do appreciate it.
Ugh, I love you too, Killian, but get down.
Are you sure you love him?
Yes. Especially when he smiles at me like that. Oh.
Well then.
Are you familiar with the term gag me with a spoon?
He's my kid, it's okay.
Well, yeah, it doesn't make it any less smarmy.
Makes it a lot less smarmy.
I disagree!
Alright,
Oh,
so
great.
after finally coming to terms with the fact that what they believed was the team mascot is actually a member of the party, they begin tallying up the cost of the items. The total comes to 56 gold pieces.
You insulted me. And you're using my likeness without permission.
Oh my god.
Oh, fine, 54 gold pieces.
That's it? That's all the discount you're giving me on that.
Well, yes, and you should be happy for it. We're gnomes.
You told me that I could eat you. Shall we, add
No, I
that
said
on
she
there?
could.
No,
I
no,
said she
no.
could.
You
You're
did
allowed to
not
watch if you
specify
want.
she.
At the time, I believed it was her talking, and therefore it was an offer from her. If you wish to take this up with my lawyer, I can get my brother.
Yes.
Oh god. I'm not arguing semantics with dog breath.
But just give me a better discount.
You've got the best discount that a gnome will give, and you should be happy for it. $54 gold pieces, if you please.
Help if I weren't muted.
Yeah, usually.
You're using my likeness without permission. I want a better discount. Shouldn't we be getting a commission for the sales of our image?
Were you even aware that these were here before today?
Yes.
And yet you purchased them before without complaint, yes?
Maybe.
No, I believe we have receipts, sir. We have receipts. In fact, you bought out our entire stock of one of your party members, did you not?
And yet you didn't even know that I could talk before now.
Well, you see, it's something that happens so rarely. However, having purchased them before and not complaining
Happens
that we...
so rarely, he doesn't stop talking. That's why
I-
he's my best friend.
I believe getting them to shut up is a magic trick, is it not?
On a good day.
Both of the gnomes kind of giggle.
Oh,
No, it is
why-
truth. You've already purchased these items before, and you did not make a complaint that we were using your likeness without your consent. That is implied consent, sir, and therefore you have no case.
Well, where's your lawyer? Let's hear it from him.
I'm right down here, and he's correct.
How many of you are on the other side of this counter?
Enough to know you're wrong, sir.
Fine. I will hand over the money.
And with 54 gold coins exchanging paws and hands, the quilt, the walking sticks, and the plushie are wrapped up nicely into a concise package and handed back over.
Very well. Good day.
Have a good day, sir.
As we walk out, I hand the Kiero plushie to Nim.
Aw, thank you.
Anything for my best friend forever.
Okay. My heart just melted.
Oh, does that mean I get more discount?
No! I said my heart, not the gnomes! No, for those of you who don't know, gnomes are rather shrewd businessmen and don't give up money easily.
Hello.
Hi.
I've been laughing to myself.
Just mute Mike giggling. Alright, so, with that little shopping trip done, Zale, where are you and what are you doing?
It depends on what time of day it is now. It was noon when we started.
Yes, it's heading on towards evening. All of this is happening at roughly the same time, so it's gone to about noontime, 1, 2 o'clock. And why did Shrek just roll, like, all the d20s?
Because he's
I'm
an
sorry, you didn't
entity
say
of
his
his own.
name right.
I'm sorry, Shrek!
That's better.
For the
Gotta remember
sake
the.
of
Gotta.
interrupting this and advancing the story, I'll have Zale head home about this time.
Okay, so Zale's heading back to the inn.
Yes, see if we can find any easy marks on the way, because he's had time to get back into the flow of the city again. So, perception to find a mark and then sleight of hand, or just sleight of hand?
Perception.
Going into the tower for you.
There are no good marks on your way back.
Well, sometimes people just pay more attention than others. We've had a good day. We'll go ahead and call it a night.
Nim
Well,
will.
as you're walking through town, you can hear people saying, "Hey, isn't that Zale? Hey, he's one of those people from that group, isn't he?" And you hear slight whispers of, "I hear he's a cut purse," and just slight
Turn a corner down an alley
whispers.
and make myself look like Dawson.
As you rejoin the populace, you hear one of the older ladies that pass you. "I could have sworn he was dead."
Not yet, madam. Quite healthy, thank you. I can prove it tonight.
And my, she kind of blushes and fans herself, and then scurries off.
On the way back, Nim would like to be on the lookout for a lawyer office.
Why do I have a feeling there's going to be an entire side quest of you trying to sue these gnomes?
Because you have become familiar with our ways.
I'm on to you! Ooh, hot sauce made that really good. Nom nom. Eh. All right. You make it back to the inn that the group was staying at. As you are you going to return to your normal appearance as you enter?
Probably just before I arrive at the inn. So,
Okay.
if the inn has a back way in, go down that alley and reassume appearance.
It certainly does. It certainly does. You enter through a rear entrance.
Is my habit.
All right, and you head into the main area there. It is around this time that the rest of the party will be joining you. I am going to Deus Ex Machina this, otherwise you chuckleheads are not going to get anywhere quickly.
Well, don't we always have, like, the first episode of the book where we just dick around the entire time in town?
You're not wrong!
Azeroth?
I
That
would
is
like
your
to go
initial
up to
training.
the barkeep,
Okay.
the innkeeper.
As you approach, this rather large and angry-looking human stares over the bar. And what you want then?
I am looking for an attorney, specifically one that specializes in copyright disputes.
He stares over the bar at you and blinks a couple times. I've got beer and food, buddy. If you don't want any of that, move along.
You can't direct me to one. I'm willing to pay for information.
Oh, I could direct you exactly where you can go, but if you're not ordering food, it ain't here.
Well, I'll be happy to order food as well. I just need information.
Well, if you're looking for any kind of fancy-worded person, you can check the local guild halls.
Fonts.
Thank
Bunch
you
of
much.
finger wigglers over that way, though.
Thank you much. Now I would like all the meat.
I'm sorry, what?
I would like meat. Lots and lots of meat.
I suppose we could do that. Is there any specific type of meat that you want?
What do you have?
Oh, we got rothe meat. We got deer meat. I suppose we have a quail, a pheasant or two. I think the local trappers came in with some rabbits earlier.
He's good
we
with
have
just
that?
raw meat, too.
I'll take all of it.
I'm sure you would know
A
all
little
about
bit of
that,
all of it.
Nito.
You take all of it.
A bit of all of it. You know, a teaser plate, I guess, except large portions of each.
Oh, Lordy, look at you with this teaser plate. Fine. I'll work something up for you. It's going to cost a bit due to the quality of the product, so it's going to be about 15 gold pieces.
Okay.
Hello, I was like, Tato's gonna go up to it, and he's just gonna be all mocking. Hello, I'd like the charcuterie plate with a goblet of your finest wine.
As the bartender turns around to set the order in the window, and he's laughing to himself. You can see his shoulders. You can see his shoulders moving up and down as he's laughing silently.
Actually, that's not a bad idea there, Tato. And
Oh my
actually,
God.
add a. I would also like a robin egg omelet with coriander made French style, a red caviar in that, and a licorice liqueur, please.
And
bar-
Tato just responds, "Go fuck yourself."
The bartender turns around with a mug and smacks it on the counter. This is ale. This is the best you'll get in here. If you're looking for anything else, you can blow it out your ass.
Okay, I'm okay without the licorice liqueur. But I would like an Arnold Brick Oven White with boysenberry jam. Not raspberry. There's a distinct delectableness to the boysenberry that it really goes with the Arnold Brick Oven.
Tato is seriously just laughing his ass off.
the
next
bartender-
to it. He
The
can't.
bartender leans over to Tato. I call to ask it. Is his head always as far up his own ass?
Oh, are you kidding
Why,
me?
is someone say my name?
Hold on, he's talking to me.
Oh my goodness.
Are you kidding me? His entire lower intestine resembles a mold of his upper body. That's how
Yeah,
far.
you're talking about me?
No,
what
that
are you
was-
saying about me, man?
I think Zale just admitted to beating up his own ass.
Actually, there is a quote of that, him saying that. I know, because I transferred all the quotes over to the new bot today. Or yesterday. One of the two. Anyways.
He goes back to what he was doing behind the bar, cleaning some of the mugs, cleaning a plate or two, attending to other patrons. The food that you would order will be ready in about a half hour.
All right, I will go find a table.
While the tables are fairly filled with people from varying species of elf, dwarf, gnome, halfling, some half-elves in the mix, you do find an empty table near the back.
All right, I will sit there. Bringing, Shenzi coming along with. Kale's on my...
Of course.
Kale's
I just
on my
like hearing Killian in the
shoulders.
background.
And Silver is down on the floor next to me. I'm going to climb into one of the chairs and put my paws up on the table.
As the party is sitting at the table, one of the serving wenches come by.
Excuse me, sir. We can't be having pets at the. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Don't mind me.
And she scuttles off, blushing deep red in embarrassment.
It's all good. That happens sometimes. People forget we're sapient.
After about a half hour, the food arrives. It's on a rather large iron plate. The meat itself is cooked almost to perfection. There is also a small cask of wine that is delivered, and half of a wheel of cheese.
I claim all the
Cheers.
cheese.
Roll me a Constitution. If you're going to eat all that cheese, roll me a Constitution check.
I didn't
Actually,
say
you know what?
I'd eat it. I just said I claimed it.
So you're
Actually-
peeing on it.
Fail that
Oh, my
constitution check
goodness.
if he actually
You
does
better
eat the
not
cheese.
pee on the cheese.
No.
Okay, fine, Shenzi, you can have some too.
I mean, if anything, peeing on the cheese will make it smell better.
Speaking of smells,
You sure?
What
you sure
stinks
you want to
around
be part
here?
of this team, Azeroth? Oh boy, here
I'm
we
already
go.
I'm already learning things, huh?
We're just being silly.
Nim,
Speak for him. He's
Yes?
just kind of dumb.
Nim has asked what that odd smell was.
no, he asked what stinks.
Yeah, I know. I'm using something called tact. Maybe you've heard of it.
Hey, innkeeper, something stinks in here.
I'd say it must be your attitude.
No, I was going to say something, but I figured I'll be diplomatic and not mention that the dog hasn't had a bath in about a week.
Excuse me, I bathe daily.
Right, alright. Yeah, no, I'll believe you, mate, really.
You know, his idea of bathing is like when it's raining and he rolls around on the dirt. That's his idea of a bath.
Not bathing in the blood of his enemies.
Oh, no. I let Shenzi lick me all over.
Whoa!
Oh, whoa!
PG-13 stream. PG-13
What?
stream.
That's how cats clean themselves and each other.
Yeah,
You're not a
Sometimes.
cat.
you're being censored. Congratulations.
Demonetized.
Genzi, your tongue is disgusting.
Well, to be fair, she does frequent graveyards.
What, does she lick the tombstone?
Well, no, but it gets her used to Nim.
Uh-huh.
He's my best friend.
Yeah, but we're
Apparently.
ripping on you anyway.
People, let me tell you about my best friend. He tastes like blank.
Brings up a point. If you're somewhere in the room with a sensibility, Zale does smell faintly of graves.
Yeah.
Like,
Which
as
is
if
kind
you've
of
been recently
why
in one.
Shenzi has always been mildly infatuated with Zale.
I
You know,
don't-
the whole death and serving death thing.
I don't tell you guys how you smell. I just know.
Just putting that out there. There is the draw line tool.
Oh god.
I should smell like I just came from the groomers. 'cause
Actually, you
I-
smell
Yes.
of mud mask, a little bit of sulfur.
Wait, was there a map or something?
In the interim, while everybody else was kind of doing their thing, Azeroth, you kind of followed Tato on his spa day.
yeah, yeah,
Uh.
Tato in the mud mask. Oh, yeah.
Which brings up the question none of us have. Well, sorry if I missed it. Are you sitting down at the table with Tato? Is Tato here yet?
Tato out getting the mani-pedi.
Tato's out getting.
So Tato is
Well,
still out.
if Azeroth is at the inn, that would mean that Tato was there as well, because they were.
That's why I'm
traveling together.
asking. Because if he's there.
By the way, Azeroth,
with
what
Tato.
combat experience do you have outside of your initial training?
I kill stuff. Anyways,
I'll just believe that.
let's see. I kill things with a Morning Star. I have a crossbow with me. Been a couple weeks. Oh yeah, and I use a shield too. Shields are always fun. You gotta have something to block the attacks instead of, your face.
I like to think that he's such a fanboy that he's just digging through his backpack, looking at this stuff, and just riffing on it as he's going through it.
Pretty much. It's like, hey, you said adventure, there will be fighting, he can heal things. It sounds pretty nice so far. I mean, I didn't say what could go wrong yet. We're not there. We're not there. Anyway.
Spells do you know other than healing?
Hmm? Oh. Well, let's see.
He's a cleric. He kind of has all of them.
Yeah, I mean, if you want the real notes, deal with it. I can heal. I can smash things. I can pray. And
So let me get this straight. We're just gonna accept that he's part of the group now. We're not even gonna get to have fun with it.
That's
you see,
why I'm
Tato
asking,
said I
because if
could,
Tato's
so-
back and he's brought Blue Dude with it, or not Blue Dude, Azeroth with him to settle in at the table, we will probably react beyond our argument over urinary cheese issues.
Well, yeah.
I'm not there for that just yet, okay? Goddamn.
I shouldn't be laughing at that.
At this point, Tato and Azeroth are kind of having their own small conversation at the end of the table. Azeroth going through his belongings, Tato just asking him different questions. Nim is attempting to pee on the cheese. Shinsi's just making goo-goo
She's
eyes.
not peeing on the cheese. I will not let you pee on the cheese.
So we have one conversation at one end of the table regarding the contents of the backpack, one conversation at the other end of the table regarding the lifespan of this wheel of cheese. Zale's going to kind of grab a little bit of the meat, a little bit of the bread, not any of the cheese.
Just not
Eat well he can.
Shenzi, you mind helping me get some food out of there? Because, I mean, we got to share it, and so I can't just take it all.
And once again, no thumbs.
Well, that too.
Anyways. So if it's any consolation, I'm still going on about this. It's like, I'm basically good with all martial weapons. I've been around the block. Ah, ha, ha. And it's like, yeah. Just pulling out more shit.
Tato, who the hell are you talking to?
The bijovial tail floofing about and eagerness over the stuff in his bag.
Oh, hello everyone. This is Azeroth. He's our potential new cleric to replace Kiara while he's out.
Did I hear potential new friend?
Yes, new friend.
And once again, the literal auditory eye sparkle.
Well, I wasn't sure about him, but since Shenzi's happy, I guess he can stay.
Azeroth. This is Shen, also known as Tweedledee. The four-legged one over there is
That's
Nim, also
fine,
known
Zale.
as Tweedledum.
Remember that I have teeth,
also known
Tato,
as Bat.
and I enjoy eating your tail.
Yeah, okay. Over there is Zale, also known as Bastard.
I would resent that, but I actually don't know who my parents was, so I can't argue against it.
See, I like being technically right.
Hey, at least he's a nice guy.
And I'm Tato. I specialize in monster slaying. You know, the really evil kind of monsters from other planes.
He specializes in failing. and missing.
Fail.
Well, it's nice to finally meet you guys. And as you can see, I pull out the plush dolls that I've gotten of each of you guys too.
I have the whole set.
We're all just a bunch of freelance misfits with our own strengths and weaknesses, and that's putting it lightly.
I figured that being the case, and since you guys were short a couple of people, or a healer in fact, I've decided to offer my services.
Wait, we're missing someone. What? Did I miss something?
Yeah, Elysian is out, I don't know, doing whatever.
I saw him go. It was fun.
What are you doing,
didn't
Nim?
say nothing to each other, actually. But no, I saw him go. But who else was missing?
Kiero went to a temple to pray a lot.
Well, yeah, he does
Some
that quite a
kind
bit.
of clerical training, I don't know.
Which is why, he's never here to heal us when we need it. And I missed him. He was my friend too.
Oh God, no, not the Cuppy cry. No.
Sorry, Cuppy.
My heart.
I'm sorry, Shenzi. He's too married to his job, Some people... Okay, stop rolling, please. Stop vomiting dice.
Right, so you're stepping in for the what's his face? What left, then, eh?
Here.
At least the one that was healing. I don't know about the other
Right.
one.
No, I think I remember him. It was not a rat. What was he? Something what bounced. I remember that. He had an odd gait to him. Well, welcome to the group and all that. Hope you last longer than the last guy.
Well, seeing as the last guy didn't really die, I think I can last.
Remember, fanboy, he knows the stories.
I've heard the
Well,
stories.
then
God
you would
knows it's
know
the truth.
that he almost died and I saved him.
Not the true
Oh,
in-depth
yeah,
stories.
no, I
That's
remember
the-
that. That was kind of no, I like that part.
I
So
didn't
you're-
even have to resurrect him. I just saved him. Even though I healed dead things, not living things. Anyways.
I can say he tasted good.
Now who's the one with their tongue in weird places?
Kind of a, I want to say, kind of an
Whoa.
outback taste to him. He came from somewhere out back.
I'll give that one a meh. You get the you tried award.
Well, I've heard many
Nobody
weird
loves
things,
me.
and I'm assuming some people made them up and others have been telling the truth. But all in all, it's good to meet you guys finally. I'm curious to see what adventure you all.
Now,
Yay, new friend!
God, this is gonna be great. I can already tell.
I'm going to start digging into the food.
Yeah, I've eaten everything but the cheese.
I'm just gonna order myself some stew.
And, wench! Excuse me, wench?
Begging your pardon, sir. What is it?
I'd like a soup bowl, please. Just an empty
I'm sorry,
one.
what was that?
A soup bowl.
Just
I'm
the
not
bowl?
sure what a soup bowl is, sir.
It's a bowl.
Oh, you just want a bowl? Yes, we have those.
Yes, I'd like a bowl.
She hobbles her way back behind the bar. She comes back with a carved wooden bowl and sets it on the ground next to the table.
There you go, sir. Anything else?
Up here.
Yes, sir. What is it?
No, he
I
wants
want
the
it up
bowl.
here.
Oh, begging your pardon, sir.
She grabs the bowl and she places it on the table.
Thank you.
Did
Oh,
she
you're most
seriously
welcome.
try to feed my best friend on the floor?
Yes, she
He's
did.
the only quadruped of the group, and she's not exactly She's not exactly a spring chicken.
Hey, what about Silver?
Oh, quit
coin?
giving her a hard time. Here, I'll get us the silverware. They're out. They're out for customers to just grab, right? Or more like woodenware, really.
Windware?
I'm talking about the wolf at my side.
Oh, right, your familiar thing.
No, the familiar's on my shoulders.
Oh yeah, the other.
The
wolf.
other thing.
Yeah. That wolf can't be in here though. Like that one has to actually go out. He's not house trained.
Actually, he is.
Sorry, guys, give me a moment.
He's shedding.
He's rather intelligent and actually can understand what you're saying, you know.
You're shedding.
And so are you.
I don't shed, I molt. There's a big difference. And that's only in a specific time of year. And I get itchy as heck.
Disgusting!
Anyways. If you could bring him some meat, please. I would appreciate that. Raw, preferably.
Well, I'll see what I can do, sir.
And she toddles on back behind the bar once more. Anything else?
I'm going to carefully eat my stew. And you know why I'm going to say carefully. Everyone but Azeroth is going to know why.
Hey, Shenzi, you mind pouring me some wine? And I'll push the bowl over towards her.
Okay, best friend. And I pour some.
And I will begin enjoying it alongside my meat and cheese and bread. And I think that's it. Rika's died.
Someone's not happy. Now I can hear the 3-year-old in his room above me stomping on the floor.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah. Unlike most houses where there's like a solid floor between the stories, I only have like a 5-6 inch gap between the roof of my room and the floor of theirs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And half that area is freaking air conditioning ventilation. So echoing, slamming footsteps. Yay! All right. As the party is continuing to partake of their afternoon victuals, a courier comes in and steps quickly up to the table.
Is this the hero group I've been saving more, mister?
Who's asking?
What food do you have for me?
I'm a letter carrier, sir.
Okay.
Heroes
Does
is
the
a
letter
very loose
include
term.
food?
Yes, it's us. Can you just hand me the letter, please? Oh my god, these guys.
Right away, sir.
He reaches into his satchel and he pulls out invitations and hands them over to Tato.
I believe there's one in there for each of you, sir. Unfortunately, there were also some for your other members who are no longer with you. But I'm sure you can find a use for them anyway. Have a good day.
And with that, he turns and hustles out the door.
Now, are these invites plus ones, or are they just for us?
The kid's gone.
Yeah, I know. Like, Tato opens up the envelope of one of them and reads.
It is on.
It is on.
It is on, and then you cut out.
It is on.
Yeah.
Her stream's having problems, so I'm guessing that her internet is having problems.
Ugh.
I knew it was her net.
Well, except the problem did fix itself with the restart of Discord, so...
At least at first.
Style.
It might be just the connection between her net and Discord.
Nope, damn it.
No, because her stream just went offline.
Okay. So technical difficulties, guys. How you?
I'm gonna go ahead and put it on a break, guys. We'll give it about 5 or 10 minutes and see if she comes back. Thank you.
Steam queue.
Thank you all so much for joining. Remember that if you're enjoying it, to follow and subscribe if you can. I really appreciate the support. And don't forget to check the channel description, because we've got lots of different ways that you can help out and earn some coins to influence the game however you wish. In the meantime, we'll be right back. All right, thank you so much for waiting with us here, guys. We are back. Unfortunately, the DM is... Oh, looks like she posted there. Okay, so... Yeah, we've got... we were each invited to a local Zora's birthday party at a local dance hall called the Wave and Wink. The invitations were written in gold ink. None of them were specifically addressed, so Azeroth can use one to get in. Not sure what we've got to RP here.
Well, I'm just going to throw this out. We don't got our names on them still. If we wanted to, we could probably get a fair bit for them on the open market.
I like this
Same.
idea.
Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of people would like into that party. On the other hand, that place is like famous for its entertainment, so you know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to go on either.
I like the idea of selling. Fancy
record,
parties
I'm
aren't
sorry,
exactly Nim's thing.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
I am a
parties
man
are
of
none
war.
of our things.
I am a man of venturing a war. Partying is too high class and boring.
I mean, I love a party. It's just
I don't
high
want to deal with a
class.
bunch of stuffy ass.
Oh, you think it'll be a high class? Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, no, there's all sorts of entertainment there. I mean, yeah, there'll be lots of fancy folks.
I don't
but,
want to
yeah,
deal
all
with
sorts
more
of things.
people like Zale.
No. See, well, they wouldn't normally let me pass the doors, so you know, it's not a problem.
Okay, well, I don't want to deal with a bunch of stuffy people. Okay? Some elitist lawmaking butt wipes.
Well, if it's any consolation, it is known that those elitist butt wipes are the type to usually have more details of more fun adventures or things going on.
Yeah, no, they could totally have jobs for us. That's a good point. We've been sitting on our arse for the last, what is it, 3 weeks now.
Having some people in the know isn't really a bad thing.
Hmm.
But I do agree, dealing with stuffy types isn't. I'd rather be out fighting or healing.
Well, Rika says
Go
we
ahead.
have 6 invitations. Well,
So
if
I'm
so,
pretty sure if we took all the invitations, I could sell them for maybe 200 gold or so for the lot. Depending if I could find a buyer that wants all 6, I have to sell it individual.
Rika says 300.
Nah, I'm pretty sure 200 would be about the best I could manage. I mean, it's short notice, and most of the people that already want to go will be there. So, you know.
You know what, Zale? I think you should go to the party.
I think we
I
should
think
go.
you, alone, should go to the party and talk us up.
Oh my goodness.
And, you know, you
I'll
can
promise,
refer to
I
us
swear
as
from the
important
bottom of my heart that I'll remember to say something nice about you, maybe, at some point.
To be honest, though, I mean,
I could say,
Because if we go, we'll make assholes. Well, these two will make assholes out of themselves. You know, and he gestures to Nim and Shenzi. No
Excuse
offense.
you, sir.
What? It's completely true, and you know it.
okay, that's it. I'm eating you.
See, you're just proving my point.
Oh my goodness, guys.
Yeah, but I'm
And
not a
me.
butthole.
And me, I'm.
You called
kind
my best friend forever a butthole.
You're
No.
a butthole, Tato.
I said you'll make a butthole out of yourself. If you
I
go to
challenge
the
you
party,
to a duel.
because I will make a butthole out of myself if I go to this party.
And I'm just on more
The only one who probably won't is Zale.
Sir,
Till he gets caught.
you have offended my lady's honor.
Oh god, please don't go neckbeard on me.
Ah, God, Nim, don't be weird.
right, so It would be quite an affair. They've got lots of entertainment and such there.
Yeah, and
If you wanted to go, honestly, you're not likely to see as fancy a presentation anywhere else in the city. Or not that you could attend at least.
see, here-
Otherwise, I could get maybe 150 gold for the lot.
see, here's the thing. There's another reason why I think you should go alone, and that is if you steal anything, we won't be associated with you at that point. See, I have this all figured out. Go to the party alone, talk us up. If you steal a few things, we won't. Our asses are.
Oh,
covered.
well, no, that the
I
rumors have me
fucking
quite
mean that.
closely tied to the lot of you. It actually makes me quite uncomfortable. So, I mean, if it's your concern that I'll, I don't know, get caught at something, you'd be told right next to me. Just saying.
So how about it? Go to the party alone?
Well, I mean, if no one else wants to. There's lots of fancy entertainment there, yeah. I'd enjoy that.
I mean, if Zale's going, I'll go.
Try not to kill anyone.
I don't kill them, I bring them back.
Well, I mean, I reckon that would be right top of the entertainment protocol for the entirety of the thing if you did that.
Nim will go over to... We'll go back next to Shenzi after biting Tato. And, I did.
Okay, I'll just let it happen. Ow.
Okay. He will do the best bow that he can. Kind of just, lean over, lick her hand. My lady, would you be so kind as to join me at this ball?
Oh, well, no, I'm not actually entirely certain they'd allow, animals inside.
They invited us.
Right, they invited us, but I'm not entirely certain they knew what they was getting into.
Well, they still invited us.
A party
Well,
is
I'm pretty certain I could get you past, but they might, I don't know, give you a place by the door or something. Just warning you now, in case it happens. So that's what, free of invitations, I could probably get, I don't know,
My
100
lady,
gold for 'em, maybe, if I can find a group to grab them.
my lady, are you okay? I just wish to take you to the ball.
You mean I get to go with my best friend?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anybody
that was-
else going to volunteer to come to the ball?
If you can get me there as security, I'll do it.
Well, I might need to have to use an invitation to get in. They're not going to let you patch it all without one.
Damn
And that would be, 50 gold off what I could get for them, at least.
I mean, strictly speaking, we all know that Zale just needs us as a distraction so that he can swipe a few things easier.
Fine, I will go. Not for Zale though, but it's like you guys are a massive train wreck, and I just can't wait for you to.
You're
make
part of the
total
train wreck.
No. I'm going to make sure I'm away from you guys at this party.
Now, we do have one slight problem.
What's the problem?
Oh, as
Your
the
new
healer-
friend, Tato.
As the new person here, I feel that I should probably go, but at the same time, getting information on jobs is one thing. Mingling and anything else just seems kind of dull.
I mean, how are you at curing hangover type things?
What?
Hangovers, which you get when you drink too much wine the night before.
I'm pretty good with ale. I'm a soldier. I know how to carry myself with a drink. That's where you're
Well,
going.
no. I mean, the other way around. Say, I've been acquainted with a few clerics who can cure that sort of thing.
I vote we
You're
go
actually
with
full of it.
Usquai.
Mm-mm-mm. Well, if it's any consolation, I do know how to talk to people. I just consider it a boring thing.
I mean, it's entirely up to you, so I'm not going to say neither way. If you come, then it's one more person there to, I don't know, find us a new job or something. If you don't, it's one more invitation to sell.
I'll go with you guys for now. As I need to.
Right, so that leaves one invitation. I might be able to get 20 gold for it. Well, I mean, if I bargain well, 60 maybe. Not 60, 30. Math. Can't do it.
Nah, I'll use that for silver.
So it sounds like everyone's going.
Everyone's
That is
going.
one present.
No, I know who to invite to this party.
Oh no.
You're gonna bring your Minotaur mistress?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I've got to say, if
I'll
you
bring
want
the
to use
Minotaur.
that invitation
I'll
to bring
invite
someone
her.
else
Why
about,
not?
it's only fair that you pay the rest of us for the loss of a sale. So it's 10 gold a piece, I would say.
Screw
If
you.
4 of us.
Fail.
I can only be in awe of his swindlings.
Rika is allowing it.
I do congratulate you on finding an additional guest with a bestial appearance.
Like I said, in awe of your skill.
Right, so no need for more underground
It's the
contact
hair.
at all. Sounds like all the invitations are going to be used all proper like. Recommend finding something nice to wear if you don't want to stand out like a sore thumb.
Armor is a normal thing to wear at these banquets, so long as I'm not dirty.
Not so much now.
What are you talking about?
I would really find something nice to wear. A nice set of formal robes, maybe, if you want to go for the priestly bit.
As long as I feel my armor is clean, I'd be fine. But fine, I do carry
Oh,
robes.
man, if you can find a nice enveloping set, you can wear the armor underneath, but...
Actually, I mean, considering his deity, I'm pretty sure that they have some manner of dress attire that incorporates armor.
Mhm.
Yeah, the loincloth.
Yeah.
This is Tempest, northern god of barbarians, after all.
No, he's just the
Still
god of
doesn't know.
war.
He's a god of war, not
Yeah,
barbarian.
I'm aware. Chances are, though, you can find some formal robes to throw over the armor.
Actually, he would have started with some.
And by find, I mean dig through your saddlebags.
You mean my bag of everything.
Ooh, fancy. I don't have one of those.
It's everything I need, not everything.
I'm no longer jealous. I am enraged. Incensed. That's a better word. Incensed. I just tip a horse.
Okay, since I'm temporary DM, battle to the death.
Okay.
Fuck
What?
you.
Anyways,
To be fair, though, this
Oh,
evolving.
come on,
person
death
before
isn't
is
that
right.
scary.
so it's the necromancer.
That's when standing gets all the loot, right? That's the way we played it, innit?
Sure.
Right, I'm good with it.
Just because I don't want to end too early and we don't really have a whole lot else to do, why not? We'll do it free for all.
No, I'm not giving away all my loot, win or lose.
No, we're not going to actually exchange anything. It's out of character, not canon kind of free for all.
Since we can't
Take a trip to
actually go the
Zim's
party.
playground. So, Tato, in case you don't see it, the Minotaur's name is Lily Proudhoof. Her formal wear is a flowing red evening gown, though a bit worn. It fits well and shows off her womanly assets, though she is slightly advanced in age.
Does anybody need fashion advice aside from the war cleric?
Hey, I have the robes. I'm set.
Fashion?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure you can go as you are, unless you want to wear a ruffle.
I want a top hat.
I want to go about your neck and.
Rika, I want a top hat.
I can't see what Rika's saying because I'm not in the thing.
I'm reading off what she's saying.
Okay.
She hasn't replied yet. There's a delay.
Yeah, no worries.
I guess I'll need to.
Top hat, not chef hat.
That's an inch. Well,
Do they have suit rentals? Can I go rent a suit?
oh,
A nice tuxedo?
What's the tuxedo?
Oh, okay. Tuxedos aren't a thing.
Well,
I don't think you
Shenzi.
can get a sparkly dress without it being covered in actual gemstones.
For some fine clothes, you'd be looking at 15 gold. So it's up to
Not
Rika
wrong.
on whether we can rent stuff. No, it isn't, Rika.
what did she? What did
She
Rika
says
say?
you place a plate atop your head and your chef hat on top of that. It's a
No,
kind of makeshift top hat. No, I will buy an actual top hat.
So actually, how about instead of a mock arena battle that will take entirely too long, let's go shopping for clothes.
I'm already prepared. For
You
the
have a
event, so
point.
You have.
All right.
Go.
Well, since
Go
I
ahead!
am temporary DM, according to Rika in the
heard it.
chat, yes,
Therapist.
we'll do the shopping.
So
I
we
will
start
say
with
that-
a gift shop. I mean, we start with a blacksmith visit, go to the gift shop, and now we're going for clothes.
Yeah, we probably do need repairs on our armor and clothes and stuff. So, yeah.
I will say that there.
We've been doing it for your 3 weeks, but clothing's fine now, thank you.
I would say that there are rentals. I'm sure that they would have them for clothing. And we'll say a third of the normal price. So it'd be
For something of the quality we need to get in, yeah, that's more than fair.
so 5 gold pieces a piece for some fine clothes.
I'll just buy a set of clothes. That's fine clothes to own.
Well, that would be 15. Shenzi, you gonna
That
buy
said-
or rent?
If you want to blend in at all, you'll need to pick up some jewelry as well, and yes, I mean that for the men.
I don't know if I want to buy it or rent it.
I would buy it. Go for
Oh
it.
yeah, I'm temporary
Splurge a bit,
DM,
girl.
so I magically find a earring to wear for it.
I hope you mean you magically purchase an earring to wear for it.
No, actually, the
Yeah, Dale's the one who magically finds things.
no, I'm referring to the ethereal influence earlier.
Ah. So,
A magical earring, because well, I can't really wear much else. But an earring I can always wear. And it allows me to basically wild shape my familiar. So, fun. Anyways, so yes. Shenzi, you are able to find a lovely royal blue evening gown.
just want royal blue
Sparklies?
or a nice light blue?
No, royal blue.
Royal blue? Okay.
It does not currently have sparklies. Though
it needs
she
to have
will.
sparklies.
She
Like just little shiny things. Like I don't care if they're sequins. Fucking sequins are ugly, but as long as it's shiny, I don't care.
Tito actually loves it. Like,
the tailor is more than happy to add some for an additional gold piece.
you is my
Okay.
favorite.
Are you buying or renting? Well, actually, you'd have to buy it since he's customizing it for you.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be
So how much is that
16
gonna be?
gold.
Shit, I can't math.
Nim will give him a platinum piece to pay for at least part of it. He's a little overspent. He bought dinner for you all. So that takes care of Shenzi. Now Tato.
Feel like a fucking princess.
Oh. My top.
Wait, don't you
favorite
already
colors-
have a tiara?
You're not wrong.
For some
Actually, it was
reason,
a
I
hairnet.
think. Oh yeah, it
It's
was
a silver
a
hairnet.
yeah. That would go well.
It was actually picked up by Nim and given to Shenzi. It was part of the
Yes.
loot we found in the mining friend's office.
Wait, are you talking to me or Shenzi now about the tiara?
I was
Shenzi has a
talking to
hairnet.
Shenzi.
Okay.
I Have
You
a
can just
piping metal.
you can just tell me how much gold you want to give. I did give you a.
giving you- I'm giving you 50 gold
Why?
because I can.
No.
love you.
I gotta spoil you.
I have a stick of charming. I just don't see anything about a tiara or anything.
It was a silver hairnet that I gave you during right before we fought the Medusa. You may not have added it to your sheet.
For the record, it was worth 50 gold pieces.
Was that the day that I had the really bad migraine?
Probably.
Yeah.
And we also didn't exactly talk a lot about that loot. Zale will have returned, by the way, with some bad news on that account. So, yeah, I'll try to sell the painting and that cup thing, but no one's buying right now. There's some major concern about them little what's it, dwarves and buying their relic shit.
Oh, by the way, I returned to the blacksmith to grab my gear. It's been a couple hours.
Actually, you could have done that on the way back from your spa trip. I'd assume you would have.
On the way back from where?
Your spa trip.
Oh,
You had a spa day, remember?
Remember our spa trip? We went out, we got facials,
Had
manicures.
pedicures
Yeah,
and everything.
That means next attack will do 1 plus extra damage just for one attack, though.
Or you could do that yourself with a sharpening stone. You know.
Yeah, but you know, if I have the gold, why not let somebody else do it?
So that you'll have to go afterwards. I'm not seeing the point with that line of thought. Of course, Zale cheats in his equipment care since he can just banish and resummon his blade.
It's okay.
Anyone else going to do anything to prepare for the party? Rika, was this going to happen this evening or the next day? What are we looking at?
You know what? I will take the 50 gold pieces, Shenzi. Can I borrow that hairnet too?
Yes.
Okay. I will run out the door to somewhere. You don't know where.
Oh boy.
Dot, dot, dot. For now, I don't.
Okay, so you've got your dress coming. Tato, what are you gonna wear? Or just generic fine clothes?
Fine clothes, but you know, I'd like them blue, white, and gold. Those are my top 3 favorite colors.
Hey.
I might go with just 2 of those. The 3 together are a bit
I
much.
have to
Less
for that.
the whites and shirt underneath the robe, maybe.
What colors?
Blue, white, and gold.
High fives because yeah.
Well, you could do blue as your primary color with white as your secondary and gold to accentuate, like some
Yeah.
gold hemming.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Considering that you want to add gold to it, that will increase the price a little bit. The shopkeeper, the tailor, is willing to do it for
50 gold. 50 gold.
20.
21 gold.
Yeah, okay.
And of course, blue fabric is a little more expensive than normal, so
And now you see why I have my own robes.
yeah, your vestments are fancy enough.
Because
And official uniform, so you know, bonus.
no one asked me what my soldier about. Anyways.
Okay, so I think we are all set. Anything else?
As long as you've all got something nice to wear and, you know, bathe first, it should all be fine.
What about you, Zale?
What about me?
What are you gonna wear?
Oh, I don't need nothing. I've got what I need.
By the way, guys, make sure you're adding these to your character sheets.
Yes.
You
Will is
can
still standing in his normal clothing, by the way, as far as you can tell.
you can drag the fine clothes from the player's handbook onto your sheet.
How much was my spa, by the way?
It's between 2 and 5 gold, I would guess.
I would say about 3 gold.
I mean, yeah, with the pedicure, definitely at least 3.
Yeah.
Got my claws nice and shiny.
Anir would like you to describe it, your outfit. We cannot see anything in your portrait.
Simple traveler's clothes with a dark brown cloak and hood.
You don't want to blend in? You're gonna stick out like a sore thumb. How are you gonna steal anything sticking out like that?
Oh, I didn't say I was going like this. No. I just don't need nothing.
Not
All
gonna
right,
go
you
buy
have
it.
those illusion spells, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's sort of a spell, sort of, and it's just sort of a thing I can do. He will demonstrate by turning into his Dawson persona again, replete with butler outfit.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I've got.
So
whatever
now
I
he'll
need.
just completely vanish. Because as we all know, nobles don't pay any attention to servants.
Right, right convenient that is, I must say.
Technically, I'm pretty sure you would pay attention to servant.
No, it's kind of well established that nobles just ignore the presence of servants.
Oh yeah.
Well, anyways, I guess we are done.
I guess we are.
Like,
I am all dressed.
Zale will adjust his disguise a little bit before we leave, and I'll give you the role for that, Rika, when we resume next week.
Does
He
it
will
matter?
still be a Dawson-like character, but not actually wear the dead man's face.
I am kind of curious about something, though. That thing didn't really give any colors for the deity. They just said the symbol. Can I choose the colors?
Sure.
Usually they do actually. Let me look it up.
It.
There's a whole wiki page about each deity.
Yeah.
Let's see. Usually they do mention specifically what the normal look is.
I know what the symbol is, at least.
I had to guess. I'd say he probably likes red.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it actually specify what
Yes.
they wear. So, yeah.
I will choose a good color. That is blue. Obvious. Come on. Anyways, I'll consider it.
It's alright, Rika. Thank you for DMing, though. So yeah, I guess we are done for the evening. Thank you all so much for joining. I know that Rika's stream isn't live, but if you're here from Random Encounters, thank you as well. Please remember to follow and subscribe to the channel.
Crap.
Both channels. Do definitely give love to both. I'll drop a link to her channel in the chat. There we go. Actually, I guess I can just do this. There. I have a shout out command.
Woo!
Anyways, thank you all so much for joining. Check the description. Please consider helping. I've got some really bad teeth and I need help getting them fixed. We will be back next week with more Fists of Furry D&D. Or at least we better be.
With any luck.
Yeah. I will be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. That is 6 p.m. Eastern. With some Fire Emblem Warriors. I hope to see you all there for that. Gonna be a good time, I hope. Lots of overpoweredness. We do have a Discord, a Telegram channel, a Twitter. Check the description for links to those. We also have a Patreon at patreon.com/ZGFgaming. Thank you all for at least considering to support. And I bid you all adieu.
Oh, I wanted to hit up the magic store, pick up some potions.
Potions are 50 gold apiece.
For the level 1.
They would have 3 available.
What potion are you talking about?
Potions of healing. That's what you asked for.
No, I didn't say that. I just said
He just said potions.
I was thinking something like potion of giant strength. Potion of
Those get a
healing sounds good,
lot
too.
more expensive, and you'll need to work with Rika on that.
Okay.
How much?
Potion of greater healing.
Well, either way, thank you all for joining, and I bid you all adieu.
Yeah, to you and you and you.